Please pay no attention to the other name on that picture. I don't know where that came from.
Wait a minute, is this a real tour?
Welcome to the Bookends, the in-depth book review that you never asked for.
We read 2 books this time. Well, you guys did.
They take place at the same time. Empire Storms is kind of our main cast, and then Tower of Dawn is Kale and Nezrin's adventure when they go to the southern continent.
And spoiler alert.
Twice the spoilers in half the time.
Let's drink, talk, learn then.
I have always thought being a travel agent would be fun. So I put together a 7-day guided tour of the southern continent. So yeah, let's get started. Here's the itinerary that I've put together for the week. We are going to start in Antigua. I'm saying that right? Antigua? We'll refer to it as Antigua, which is the kind of capital city there. So we'll start there for a few days and get to explore a few different things. And then we'll move on to the Ascara Oasis. And we will kind of finish up our week in the Tabin Mountains before we head back to our port city to leave. So day 1 in Antigua, everyone's going to be arriving by boat, so kind of at different times probably, depending on where you left the northern continent. And you're going to get settled into palace rooms. This is a luxury week, okay? So you're going to get settled into the palace. You'll have some free time the first day, since everyone's in at different times, to just explore the palace and grounds. That should be plural. And then, or you can just explore the grounds too. That's fine. Then in the evening, we're going to do a welcome dinner in the palace hall, and you'll get to meet all the royals as well. So day 2 is when our week really starts. We're going to start with breakfast in the palace hall. You will get breakfast throughout the week. And we're going to start with a workout class in the mornings. We're going to do self-defense with the healers. Get that blood pumping. And then in the afternoon and evening, we're going to do a guided city tour. Get to explore the shops and the town, restaurants for lunch and things like that. And then we'll meet up again to do a group dinner at Kale and Irene's favorite, also only spot that we know of. It's not named in the book, so we're going to have to kind of try to find it, which is kind of fun too. And then in the evening, when we go back to the palace, it's going to be haunted house night. So,
Oh God!
Ooh, spooky.
Be awoken by a valid prince. We're not sure. Make sure you're hunkered down, and you might have to use some of that skills you learned in your workout class.
But can we have a Bass cat lead the tour?
Well, those come into play in the next day. So day 3, we're going to tour the I always said it as the Torre. I don't know if that's right, or is this just tower? Anyway, so we're gonna again just have breakfast in the palace hall, and then we're gonna make our way over to the Torre. We're gonna do a guided history tour that will include seeing the library, and you can pet a fast cat. Notice the asterisk. There will be extra fees for that if you want to do that. It's a good photo op though. You can put it on your Insta. We'll climb the stair tower, get some cool views up there, and get to see kind of the day-to-day things that the healers do. And you'll also get a chance to tour the womb, where you can ring bells. Again, please notice the asterisks. There are extra fees for that. And you can upgrade to the spa package for the full womb experience as well. You get to actually soak in the tubs and all that good stuff. So in the evening, we are going to go to a group dinner at the Palace Hall, followed by and dancing.
But you'll have to pay extra for that.
You don't have to. That's included. Only if you want to pet the cat. Day 4 is going to be a day trip. We're going to go to the Ascara Oasis, which is one of the princess's favorite place to go. So in the morning, we're going to do some horseback lessons, and then we'll do an actual guided horseback ride to the oasis. Please pay no attention to the other name on that picture. I don't know where that came from. It's hard to keep all this stuff, trademarked correctly.
Wait a minute, is this a real tour?
In the afternoon, you'll have free time, lots of free time, so you can either enjoy the pools but in the oasis, you can explore some ancient ruins nearby, or you can just chill out and bake in the sun if you want. In the evening, we're going to have a group dinner provided by the pools. Be careful not to fall in while you're eating. That can happen. We may need to sign a liability form for that, actually, now that I think about it. And then we're going to travel to the Tabin Mountains that evening, so that we'll be prepared to start our journey on day 5. Day 5, we are going to wake up in the mountains, so we'll have caves for everyone to stay in. You'll get a continental breakfast this morning, and then we'll take you to an archery class. So get some blood pumping again that morning. In the afternoon, we're going to do a ruck tour. So we get to fly on one of the rucks and see the neighboring mountains. And in the evening, you can see the picture of the ruck there in the bottom right corner. In the evening, we are going to do dinner and storytelling entertainment that'll be provided at the community fire pit in the main cave. Day 6, we're going to go to Daigle Fells. First, for your morning and breakfast, you'll actually be hunting with your ruck. So just, it'll be an eventful morning that day. We can only do for one morning, sorry. Late morning to afternoon, we're going to go do an ancient ruins tour and finish up at Daigle Fells, which is a scary place if you haven't heard of it, but there are lots of these Stygian spiders, which you can take. There's another photo op there. We will have a liability form required for that, absolutely. Make sure you don't get too close. But it'll be a fun day. The rest of the ancient ruins will be neat to see as well. We'll stop at some fire towers and things like that. And then in the evening, for those who survive, we're going to have dinner and singing at the community fire pit. So this night we'll have singing instead of storytelling. End of our trip, very last day, we're going to pack up and travel back to Antica. We'll have our final goodbye lunch with everyone at the palace before folks start leaving on their own boats back to the northern continent. So hopefully this was a good reprieve from the war that's going on up there, and you got to enjoy yourself some. And oh, I don't know if I mentioned the price, but it is one chest full of jewels. So thanks for everyone listening, and we hope to see you soon.
I do have a question. Will there be vegetarian options for the morning flight with the ruck breakfast?
You can ask them to take you to a berry patch where you can eat berries that morning, but the ruck will still have to hunt for its breakfast, unfortunately, which will not be vegetarian. So we can maybe accommodate that if that's too much for you.
Okay, just another chest full of gold then.
Yes, it will be an extra fee if you require a vegetarian ruck.
I have a question too. When my cousin came through on this trip, she got to see Nezrin singing. Is Nezrin going to be here on this trip?
Yeah, she unfortunately has left to go to war. But if she comes back, then we will definitely have that feature. Just depends on when you come on your trip. If you come after the war, there's a good chance that you might be able to see Nezrin singing.
Okay, thanks.
Christine, you would make an excellent travel agent. I just want to say.
You would crush it.
You may just die. That's fine.
I mean, why not just use a shapeshifter for your photo op and pretend it's a
That's true. We could save some money that way for, you know.
They're not supposed to know the secrets behind you.
I read it on a conspiracy theory website. Like a literal website, webs of Stygian spiders.
Everyone's Drink Talk Learn was awesome. Not that they're always good, but this one especially, I think everyone just knocked it out of the park. What else? Oh yeah, people subscribe to our podcast. Look
Yeah,
it
like
up.
us. Follow us on Instagram and YouTube.
I'm gonna go.
Enjoy your weekend.
Thanks, you
Bye,
guys
guys.
too.
All right,
Bye.
See ya.
bye guys.